Howdy friends, thought I'd do another health update here. It's been a while since I've given any update of large relevance. I'll try to catch you up real quick on where things have been, where I'm at. After years of on and off issues with muscle weakness and inability to move, in March of this year, 2025, that an episode hit and became permanent. And as of June of 2025, I've really been unable to work or basically function in any sort of normal way. I may have normal movement for a few moments of time. In a day, I may have periods where I can look normal. A lot of that is seen online. But most of my day is spent resting or recovering from the little movement I do, maybe first floor to second floor, going to the yard, maybe venturing out of the house to like get outside somewhere for an hour. But I couldn't go to the grocery store or even in public transit and like buy stuff for myself. I am fully reliant on other people, and until I have a diagnosis or treatment or resolution or anything, I will be functionally disabled and unable to take care of myself. So that's where I'm at. I have had a very complicated diagnostic path in that I have not been diagnosed. I've had some BS kind of giving up diagnoses, functional neurological disorder. They've talked about chronic fatigue, but in a way that's just like, we're giving you a name, but we don't know what's happening. I don't have a long time left in this body unless we find out what's happening. This isn't a treat it with some pain meds and just live a different life situation. At my present state, I need to get a little better. I know it sounds weird because I probably look very normal, but I am not. So yeah, got a new doctor this year who believes me, is not just saying I'm making this stuff up or they don't know how to find it. They ran new tests and we did a genetics test, which did come back inconclusive, but not no. So my current state of being medically is working on confirming the unknown of that genetics test into a known diagnosis of periodic paralysis. So if you've been following my journey, I thought maybe it was myasthenia gravis, simply because it is the closest match I could find. I'd never heard of periodic paralysis. I see it is connected to the yet to be fully understood genetic marker they found for me within the RYR1 whatever. But we know that it's connected to periodic paralysis, and I know when I look up periodic paralysis, that can explain unexplainable phenomena that have been happening to my body as far back as 10 years old. Who knows prior to that, because your memory just only goes back so far. But I could definitely speak to instances of as far back as elementary school where I mysteriously could not walk and then would be fine. And there's never been any cause for any of these things. I'm like super healthy. So, do I have periodic paralysis caused by this yet to be understood variant of this RYR1 gene? Probably, probably. I do have the gene. That's a fact. I do have, again, a litany of symptoms connected to people with that, but it's just so rare that they can't say, oh yeah, we understand this, because they don't. If you've watched my videos, you've maybe heard me say, oh, why do I think it's myasthenia gravis? And I'm like, well, if it ain't that, it's something even more rare. here we are evaluating the even more rare, which presumably means, you know, even more difficult to access specialists. I don't know. We're working on it. You know, I'm closer than ever. And it's hard to fathom that this gene, again, that is known I have. I mean, that is verified. It's hard to imagine that is not connected to these phenomena that have been happening to my body, again, my whole life. So, you know, that's sort of the next step. Verifying periodic paralysis is what's happening via this genetic problem. And then working on solutions. I'm not going to say I understand the science behind this. This is very new information to me, that I had to process a little bit myself, and a little bit with others, as it is genetic. Yeah, the future is unknown. All I really know is it has something to do with sodium and potassium channels. Could be too much sodium or potassium, too little. If you're someone with the RYR1 variant stumbling across this, God, tell me something, anything. I do have information. My partner's digesting a lot, but man, it's confusing as hell and just a lot more thick than what I had been looking at. And considering my variant is so unknown, you know, the periodic paralysis that I have will probably be asymptomatic, different, unique. So, boy, it's good. Wow, where is this going? I have no freaking clue. But it is kind of nice to know that certain things in my life that have been maddening, like as far back as I can remember, I have these muscle twitches and other things that I just kind of white noise out because no one ever has found a cause. There's no help. I have like 15 years of just unbearable hand pain that comes and goes. And I've never had anything prescribed for that besides freaking NSAID. And even without having any relief yet, to know that all this shit probably has a real cause is nice. And boy, do I hope I can figure out what the F is like the mechanics behind it, to where I could like functionally live again. You know, it's like the thought of even like working and all that is so foreign to me. That's like so far away. I'm just like, could I physically take care of myself at all without other people needing to do pretty much everything except go to the bathroom and bathe for me? So yeah, anyway, thanks for hanging around. I know I kind of just got off on a tangent and you're probably not even watching this far into the video, but if you are, thank you. And again, if you know a damn thing about this RYR1 situation with periodic paralysis, drop in the comments, add me, drop a whatever. I don't fucking know. We're on social media. That's why we're doing this, right? Thanks.